Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I feel like it's been a while since I've just like sat down and filmed a simple like fragrance review. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I wanted to go over Glossier's You. I know this has been a very popular and talked about fragrance lately. The funny thing is this fragrance was released in 2018, I think, so like quite a while ago, but its popularity has only like increased over the years. I think that's also like associated with kind of just like Glossier as a brand and how it's become more popularized over the years. But if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for being here as always. So yeah, let's talk about this fragrance. So I guess a little backstory on this. It was my boyfriend's birthday and I was getting him a Glossier hoodie. I'm pretty sure I've worn it in like a video before, like the same one that I have, but you know, I was on their website, I was checking out, and then during the checkout they were like, oh, like you can have like a free gift. You can like choose one of the samples of,
I think he's outside.
You can like choose to sample like one of their products, and one of the things that was on there was a sample of You. I'd actually heard quite a bit about this fragrance, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna get a sample of that and kind of see how that goes.
A few minutes later.
Okay, sorry about that, I kicked him out. Anyways, back to the review. As I was saying, I got a sample, so just like a really small vial of the perfume. And the vial itself actually came in this like really adorable box, which is honestly really cute. Like I feel like when fragrance companies like give you samples, they don't like have like exclusive like boxes for them. But anyways, I thought that was really interesting. I went ahead and tried it. Upon first sniff, I was not blown away, but I definitely liked what I was smelling. Glossier You, I feel like, is a fragrance that is not super daring, but it's just so good. And I think that it's unique in its own right. I know that one of the big selling points of this fragrance is that on their website, they're like, this fragrance is like uniquely you. Like it smells like a little bit different on everybody, and it like transforms based on like your skin chemistry. It being unique to everyone is like its selling point. I liked the fragrance, but it wasn't like my favorite thing in the world. But then over the next couple weeks, I found myself reaching for the vial just non-stop. Like I don't know why, I was so drawn to it. I kept picking it up, I kept spraying it. I just slowly fell in love with like the way that it wore on my skin and my clothes, and literally like within a week the vial was completely empty, like not a drop left. And then so I sat there and I was like, like maybe I should like buy it then. Like, you know, if I like it so much that like I reach for it that often, then like that's probably a sign that like it's a fragrance that I enjoy and that it's like worth investing in. So lo and behold, I dropped $60 on a bottle of perfume, which honestly is pretty reasonably priced. Like if you compare it to designer fragrances, like this is a 1.7 ounce and it retails for $60. But I also got it during a time where Glossier was having a site-wide 20% off sale. So I actually got it for $48. I don't know if they still have the sale going, but like if you guys are interested in the fragrance, I would definitely pay attention to any sales that Glossier has going on. I have been literally rambling for so long. Let's get into the actual review. Okay, so let's go over the notes. The notes that are listed on Fragrantica are actually wrong, I think, because that's not what's listed on the Glossier website. So I'm gonna go off of the website and not Fragrantica this time. But the top notes include pink pepper, middle notes are ambrette seeds and ambrox, and base notes are iris. I mean, on the surface, I feel like this is just such a simple fragrance. There's not really too much going on, but the notes really come together so beautifully. I feel like they all really have a place in the fragrance, and I can really pick out the notes and like recognize like what the note contributes to the fragrance as a whole. The pink pepper, I feel like that makes it sound kind of oriental, kind of spicy. I feel like when we hear pepper, we expect something kind of intense, but this is not a spicy fragrance to me, like at all. So I think that this has kind of the sweet, fragrant earthiness of pepper, but not the spice of it, if that makes sense. It blends in just like super beautifully into the amber and the iris. I think iris is mainly what I'm getting. I've actually never loved iris as a note, I feel like, but it's really, really prominent. The iris in this is so powdery and clean, and it's just really, really beautiful. Okay, so now let's quickly go over its presentation. Glossier You came in this box. I actually love the packaging for this. The packaging is like completely sustainable. This packaging, first of all, it came with this like adorable pink silicone elastic around it, and then the box itself is like, it's like a very dense but high quality cardboard. My best friend just called me. I'm gonna politely decline. Sorry about that. Anyways, it opens up like this. The fragrance just sits really nicely in there. As for the bottle, I feel like I'm kind of indifferent. I don't really like the red cap. I think that it kind of is unfitting. It's unfitting for how it smells and also just like the general aesthetic of the fragrance. I think the red is just like too loud. But the rest of the bottle, I think it's cute. I like this like nice ombre that's going on, and this little indent on the bottle is cute. Of course, it has the Glossier logo. The Atomizer is pretty good. I think what I love about this fragrance is that it smells so clean. I feel like I've never truly understood what musk smelled like until I owned this fragrance. There's just something about this fragrance that makes it smell so skin-like. When you put this on your skin, it smells so natural and it just makes you smell super clean. Like honestly, someone could be like fresh from the gym, like super sweaty and gross, but then they can like put this on and honestly it'll just make their skin smell really clean. And I think that that's what the musk in this does. It's so clean, it's really essential, and it just smells like fresh, clean skin. So when I think about the smell, I kind of envision like using a really expensive and high-end body wash and taking a really nice hot shower, and then kind of just like the smell of your skin after that shower, just really clean and really welcoming. I think what really drew me to this fragrance and what has me just like reaching for it non-stop is that it's so wearable. It is such an amazing everyday fragrance that like there really is not a scenario in which You by Glossier would be like inappropriate, because it is so inoffensive. Honestly, I don't even see it so much as being like a perfume. I see it as like something that enhances your natural smell rather than kind of like replacing your natural smell with something else. Whether I'm going out, okay, the thing is I never really leave the house. Like I'm always inside, and then so I usually don't really need to like put on perfume, especially since I'm just like in my room like 80% of the time. And when I do just like put on perfume like for myself because I want to like smell nice, they tend to get kind of cloying, and like because I'm just like enclosed in like my room, it kind of gives me a headache. But this one, it's so wearable, it's really gentle, and it just smells like your purest, cleanest self. And let's quickly run through its performance. So because it is a perfume that sticks really close to the skin, the projection of this is not very high, like at all. This fragrance doesn't really project. I feel like this is definitely a skin scent, and then someone's gonna have to be really close to you to smell it. I don't think that that makes this a bad performer, because I think that it fulfills the goal that it sets out to accomplish, which is to bring out the natural, beautiful warmth of your skin. And even though it doesn't project, I actually think that the longevity of this fragrance is really nice. This is not a fragrance that someone 10 feet away from you is going to be able to smell, but it is a fragrance that you yourself are going to be able to smell for a really long time. I've put this fragrance on like multiple times, just like before I've gone to bed, and like, you know, 8 to 12 hours later I wake up and like I can smell it on my sheets, my clothes, my skin. This is a fragrance that I wear for me rather than the people around me, and I think that that's so important. I feel like the thing with perfumes is a lot of people wear perfumes to kind of appeal to the people around them because they want to smell nice, they want to like impress others, make them think that they smell like really nice all the time. But I think that we need to put more emphasis on smelling nice to ourselves and kind of wearing what makes us happy and wearing a scent to please ourselves rather than to seek validation from other people. It's in its name. This is just a fragrance that is all about you. This to me is a fragrance that really embodies self-empowerment. Okay, literally, I don't know why I'm like drawing this out so much. This is really not that deep, but I think that this perfume just really hits a little different for me. It brings kind of a different message to the table, and I think that that's why I resonate with it so deeply. My overall rating for You by Glossier is an A. I usually rate fragrances based on a scale of 1 to 5, but I decided that I want to use the letter system because I think, I don't know, I just like the letter system better. I love it, and I will be using it for years and years to come. That concludes my review of You by Glossier. Let me know if you own this fragrance or if you've smelled it and what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you all soon.